Welcome to Crime Time News and Entertainment with a Buzz. This one is called It Seems As If There Is Trouble in Paradise. It seems as if the honeymoon is kind of getting rocky. It is kind of getting shaky. Based on the video that you just saw, Kartel and his fiancée SIDEM'S coming out of some sort of Gucci store. Now there are a couple of telltale signs to let you know if people are mad with people. If you've ever been in any sort of real significant relationship and your significant other is mad with you, whether a mate, whether your wife, whether your husband, somebody's always going to walk in front of somebody or behind somebody. If everything is okie-dory, people are always going to walk together. They're always going to be smiling. There's always going to be hugging, some sort of affection. However, whenever there's any sort of problem, you could see it in the demeanor of both persons. In this case, that is the case. Well, people, it seems as if things are getting a little bit worse. And that is when Kartel went to Panama. We see that he has been partying like a rock star. In one of those videos, he is seen kissing on some sorts of beautiful lady. Take a listen, take a look, and then I'll give my piece. Now, people, like I said, he is on vacation. He has been locked up for 13 years or so. So therefore, the people are familiar with him. Meaning that people like you, people love you whenever you're any sort of celebrity. And the fact is that dancehall music is big in Panama like many places in the world. Kartel happens to be the biggest artist in all of dancehall. So therefore, membership is going to have its privilege. Ladies especially are going to be throwing themselves all over him, especially when him long for release, especially when he might have been under the influence of alcohol. So therefore his thoughts might have been a little bit clouded. So therefore he might have forgotten that he have some sorts of fiancé. As a matter of fact, SIDEM'S might have been the person that was also videotaping this. So people, maybe I am reading into things. However, there's a more significant video in which she is giving a piece of her mind and letting Kartel and the other people, the fan base that is out there know, listen, back the FUCK up. This is my man. Well, that is what she's saying, not what I am saying. So people, take a listen, take a look, and then I'll give my piece.
She a pray me Gaza nation. So me I talk to too much girl, but me I tell her say they're just fans. Right?
There's a difference between talking to girls and groupies.
Groupies are also fans, baby. They need to be treated like fans. You gotta treat them with love.
You gotta treat them like groupies.
They're gonna buy the tickets and come to the shows, baby.
Now people, like them say, well, like Kartel says, there's a thin line between fans and groupies. You and I know what a groupie is. A groupie is a fanatic that goes overboard whenever they see their celebrity. That means them are going to fling off them drawers, them are going to jump on you. They will give up the PUMS and heads at the easiest convenience or earliest convenience. So we see, SIDEM'S is actually getting all emotional. SIDEM'S is getting jealous and she's making her feelings be known. And Kartel is trying to explain to her that, listen, this is not sex, this is business. These are the people that are going to buy the ticket. These young ladies that you see all over me and me, kissing and smooching all over them. That is the explanation that he is giving her. However, she is not buying it. Now people, this is my disclaimer before I proceed. This video, my intention is not to break up these people's relationship because obviously I have no say so. I am just speaking exactly what I see, being objective and what I've realized with the way that things are changing for the worse. Not significantly fast, but me just say we are seeing some sorts of signs that maybe there might be some sorts of trouble in paradise. So let's talk about Kartel and his natural instincts. Every and anybody, including I, including you, know that Kartel is a gallus. Know that Kartel is no sort of one burner. Vybz Kartel pretty much will knock down anything that have any sorts of breast, any sorts of lips, any sorts of womanly characteristics. Female, him love female, and a lot of men are like that. Them have a high threshold when it comes to sex, and nothing is wrong with that if you are a single man. Like I said, membership has its privilege. From Vybz Kartel days, most of the female artists that were on the Gaza was more than likely getting knocked up. Shorty knew it. Shorty just accepted it. Now when SIDEM came from where she came from, in the UK, I am sure that she was given a lot of promises. I am sure that she was told, you are my fiancé, soon-to-be wife. I am going to settle down. Now that I am out and get a second opportunity, I am going to be a better man. But people, here's the thing. It is in Vybz Kartel's natural instinct for love woman, women, meaning many, many women. Some men out there, and Vybz Kartel, if I was a betting man, would say he is one of those persons, probably the worstest of the worstest. So therefore, even though he might be trying to be a one burner, to be a good husband, it is in his natural instinct. Those natural instincts are going to kick in. So therefore, he is going to become very uncomfortable unless, of course, SIDEM decide that she is going to adjust. She is going to be a swinger. Allow Vybz Kartel to go out there and get his extracurricular PUMS, or even if she is involved, or else he is going to get miserable. He is going to see her as some sort of hindrance. That is just my opinion. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Point blank and period. So the next thing that is popping in the news, it is called Two Bull Cannot Reign in One Pen. Whenever there are two alpha males in any sorts of group, there's always going to be clash. There's always going to be problem for dominance because each person wants to be his own ruler. I am speaking about relationship, business relationship, and friendship that I see transparent on social media as it pertains to squash and also Law Boss, which is called Chronic Law. Two top artists in a dancehall. Two people that have the ground locked down right now. They have a huge fan base, so therefore they don't need any sort of person to help them out. They can stand on their own 2 feet, and the music proves it. However, of lately, it seems as if the friendship is on shaky ground. We know that there is a big war as it pertains to Trinidad, as it pertains to the 6 and the 7. We know that there's been a whole bunch of conflict as it pertains to dancehall artist King that represents the 7 that is in Trinidad, and 6 is represented by Squash in a Trinidad. So we say a whole bunch of persons have been losing their life. These people in Trinidad, yes, them have their own thing. However, they are also associated, affiliated with the 7, which is King, and the 6, which is Squash. So the other day in Connecticut, there was a big concert. And in that concert, there were a couple of artists that performed, specifically Skeng. There was also Valiant, has nothing to do with it. There was also Deep Joy. There was also Cranium. There was also Raja Wild. So the fact that Skeng was performing at that concert, and the fact that Squash made some sorts of thing, and the caption goes like this: "Don't size up rookie. The whole of una a wussy." And then he showed the 6 sign. People are saying, hold on a minute. We know that there is some sorts of conflict as it pertains to Skeng and Squash. So therefore, it doesn't look good because Chronic Law did a stage show in Jamaica and he big up Squash and said that Squash is his brother. Now he goes to Connecticut and he bigs up Skeng, which is the arch enemy of Squash. So people are saying, something in a something. Now, people, here's my views on both artists. We know that Squash E is one of those persons that is stuck in his way, his gang affiliation. So therefore, if you are a friend of the enemy, then you automatically becomes the enemy. You cannot be my brother. You cannot be on my side. As it pertains to Chronic Law, He more believes in unity. He more believes in strength. He more believes in collaboration. He more believes in taking his career in a bigger path. Squash has no problem in limiting himself, because if you don't say 6, if you are 7, if you are the enemy, you can DIE with the enemy. You can FUCK off. However, as it pertains to Chronicler, he looks at it that this is all about business. Unity is strength. If me can do some sorts of collaboration with some sorts of top artists, even if that artist has some sorts of problem with my friend, with my brother from the 6, me not really care. Me not depend that. I am doing me. I do not want to be a part of any sorts of mix-up and conflict, because it makes absolutely no sorts of sense. But people like me say, 2 different brothers, 2 different minds, as it pertains to Squash and Chronicler. Point blank and period. So anyways, people, thanks once again for checking out my video. If you appreciate videos like these, please show your appreciation by liking, commenting, sharing and subscribing to my channel. That is how YouTube promotes videos like these to like-minded, sensible persons like yourself. Bless up.